Today we'll be taking a look at Ethereum's ETH coin, performing some analysis and making some predictions on where we can expect the price of ETH to go in the near future. Let's get into it. How's it going, guys? Ryan here and welcome back to another crypto video. We're looking at Ethereum once again today. We haven't looked at it since about the 24th, 25th of November, and a lot has happened. The overall crypto market, as we know, crashed, so it'll be very interesting to see what has happened to ETH during that time frame. But before we get into all that good stuff, guys, please remember to leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy today's video, and of course, if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. I'd also love to know your thoughts down in the comments section below on where you think ETH is going to go in the near future. But without any further ado, let's jump straight into today's video. Welcome into Ethereum's ETH chart, guys. If you're looking to buy ETH or want some free Bitcoin, there are a couple of links down in the description of today's video. Now, the last time we took a look at ETH was on the 25th, and you can see we were drawing this wedge pattern. And in fact, what happened after our video was the wedge was broken and we broke out all the way up to that key point of resistance for us, sitting at 4566. Same thing happened the following day, although it was then followed by a drop to a low of 3913, then climbed all the way back, breaking through that resistance point once again until the overall market took a very big tumble and Ethereum dropped overall to a value of 3367.95, but is now sitting firmly at 4370. So overall, not looking too shabby. I just wanted to keep the previous analysis on there so you could really, I suppose, identify exactly what's going on. Now, for us, the key is, where are we going to go next? Well, let's see. Let's extend out these key resistance and support points. I think they'll be very important moving forward. And it looks like we're almost now in a bit of a sideways trending channel. And within that channel, we do see that we have our 20-day and our 50-day moving averages. Now, off the back of that massive dump that we saw on the 3rd and 4th, we had our 20-day moving average cross below the 50-day, which I would imagine attributed to a large portion of the crash from an ETH perspective as well. Obviously, Bitcoin crashed, but you know, every coin is each to its own, although they all do track Bitcoin. But the recovery is really what we want to focus on here. And the key thing to note is, even though following on the 6th of December, we saw a drop, all the drops have occurred and hit that key point of support for us. So looking pretty good from that perspective. Overall, we are now moving firmly upwards. We're stuck basically right on that 20-50 day moving average. Right now, the price is just above those moving averages. So the 20 days at 4319 and the 50 days at 4361. We're currently sitting at 4366. So those two lines, whilst I do think they will provide us with some support, it's also a bit like at the point where we haven't really gotten past them effectively yet. So can we do it? That will be the real determining factor. But from a short-term perspective, where can we, I suppose, look at where we are sitting? Well, I think we could, I suppose, start from here, but I think why not start from back where we were at our all-time highs over here at 4875. Let's take a line from there, drag it all the way along and see where we're sitting from a, I suppose, downtrend perspective across that. What is nice to see is if we do something like that, we've got multiple touch points and we are currently sitting just above that line. And I think the thing holding us back is those moving averages at the moment. Whilst I don't think this is the best pattern to currently look at, it is worth noting. I'd probably like to take the opinion of using the high that we saw on the 1st of December sitting at 4791, take that one down and see exactly where we're sitting against that. This is probably more of a realistic short-term trend that we can have a look at. And you can see from that point, it also looks like we have broken through that just barely, but those 20 and 50 day moving averages are, as I mentioned, holding us back. Overall, hard to really tell what is going on until we see the next few days from that perspective. It looks like we are on the upwards trend. So I'd say the target purely based on that would be this line here at 4,550 roughly. That would be ideal for us in the future. Let's bring in a few more indicators now as well. Probably worth noting, our volume today is, quite low actually, as you can see down there. So things are, I suppose, getting tight, and you can see we have been descending, and even on the red days we saw probably large volumes, but the price is overall still staying within the same region. We're forming a solid base for our next move upwards. So MACD, let's just bring that one in here, have a look at that. You can see obviously we had a nice little cross here, didn't last for long though, and we came back down within 4 days. Right now it looks like what we're seeing is that red period that followed briefly after it is about to come to an end, and the 12-day EMA looks to either touch or cross the 26-day EMA. I suspect if we do see a cross occur, if some buying volume does come in, we will see a big pump in the ETH price to at least this point here, I suggest at 4,550 roughly, before trying those new all-time highs that we previously saw on the 10th of November, which were at 4,875. If it's a major cross, that is certainly a possibility, but it remains to be seen. RSI, let's look at the buying and selling action. As you can see, basically smack bang in the center at 50.93. Plenty of room for us to move if we want to go for a bit of a run. You can see ETH typically tends to stay within the boundaries, so it could go, I suppose, either way based on this. RSI is not really showing us much. Purely all it's showing us at the moment is that there is plenty of room for this coin to move. I really want to see that volume come in, but today's target, as I mentioned, is 4,550, making sure we're getting past this 20 and 50-day moving average before hopefully moving on to the all-time highs here, sitting at 4,875. Let me know your thoughts on ETH's price action down in the comments section below. Ethereum is a blockchain I am very, very bullish on, and the ETH coin is one I hold dearly to my heart. Of course, I really want to see it break back upwards to those all-time highs, but at the moment it looks like the crypto market is relatively unsettled. But I'd love to know what you think is going to happen in the near future. Of course, if you did enjoy today's video, remember to leave a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. We cover crypto, stocks, investing and wealth management. I'll leave it there for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.